Chairman Nana Ofori, a national chairman for the Progressive People's Party. Chairman Muhuna chair papa Nsem but some for them chairman in Organa Hana. It's good to see chairman. And lawyer Alexander Amwaku Chumberima. That's all guy. That's very much. Yeah, Nansenya. If I know what you yeah, and lawyer. What Bob Bakwaka home? Lawyer Bob Bakwaka home. In fact, masters in international relations. Lawyer the account. Yeah. Chairman of Kwaba, Chairman, lawyer Kwanoko.
Lawyer the Kwanoko. I didn't have me in power. Now I share the progress. Security officer.
Yeah.
Peace officer.
Yeah.
Peace officer. What push it to law?
To law. International relations.
This is the one on in the Musu.
Yeah.
2 hours.
What you 2 hours? Yeah. What you 2 hours? Congratulations, lawyer. Congratulations. Dr. Frank Mano and so Abekansa. Dr. Viaboko.
Oh, Adom.
Lawyer Nana Pay celebrating.
Oh, say na when you say me ye share kaka moto picture no dey admission nsem na say waji ade na wi a na wa bi nua no wo say madamfo me say o teacher ni
owie ya no je
wo dey wo kra dey play two row wo life mo me ye wo nua me say madamfo me say o teacher ni ndi wo dey ka o doc ene ye dey momo ye dey award no eye 2000 so dey 500 me show lawyer ne wo mo no mo call work no ye be ye yes o mo free
away
na say nipa eye
Yeah, indeed. And of course, your school professors in the back. Or much. Dog, what's your name? Economics. Okay, yeah. It's true. Last Saturday, it's around from 4. But another better 32 webinar. You started.
Yeah.
The graduation and Adom. Yeah, and God being so good, let me pick about 1 or 2 awards. Hey. That's right.
In fact, he's a good brain for Ghana. And yes, bia politics, all different political intino. Now me back na ma beka. Say when a person is a good brain, you must appreciate him because at the end of the day, it helps build the nation.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Ebi ono enka but me meka. Yes, nchene nka mfo no ana. Da media me aduane na me hu de we say metumi aka. Because he's a good brain. Yeah, he's a and he's a gentleman too.
Yeah. Jenny, no. Peace officer. Law. Economic international relations. But the next thing they say
honorable
chairman. PPP national chairman.
Yes, say he is strategically positioning himself. So we went for nyina. So says here no say ekoba say here attorney general betwe ra ho ministry of what do you call it? Finance, it's international relations, foreign affairs, strategically, or to be positioned in
national security.
Or to be positioned in I don't know. And to 3 in 1
already. Energy. So also
into one there on was should be a 9. And the CD bar won't make a castle or near her background. You see, and that is he's a smart guy. That's even tells us well, yes, smart what Nasan will calculate to a fee and sign our Baba execute.
Mama Yaman can be. I'm saying Yakaguno, so Yaman can be. Lexus. Come here.
Well, anyway, well, my man, Nana acid and then I mean, lecturers was. As any boy, I say, when he was somewhere, then Yana, you have yet one champion. And then Jason come from whom I wouldn't know beyond no idea no walker. Some man, but I got some yard, I be an only but only on a lecture school.
Yeah,
open records be I can pull it and see my performance live.
That's right.
Me try me as you have me home paper. But he can see the paper and know the service between us some of them. Between them who's on who and come and tell you to. That's what I say. So I'm glad that such comments will come from people like him.
Yeah.
Na I make I sound what so be me kai week but nche bebre me no kokofu lawyer near Adom TV and that day nkomo bia ne di ntie fa so de futu obi ma the youth asem akwa me kai say me kan ho that time ne say me ne me no na yete won me kai say onu say we am senior in law and everything but we you be akuta diverse background I'm that type on so there it ma me de futu ma say who go school ne ebi afa na your first degree oh yeah let's say marketing don't finish and go and do another masters in marketing wa ko ebi as a PhD or be so into another marketing as I want one single line but put yourself in diverse positions as you are saying I have a background in petroleum economics security even before say yeah what that so what I say in human resources, my background in human resources, in management studies, law. I mean, what I and then so when the son one as you were saying here, no. So maybe I will see in other two be for Duma. We do see in one. CJ, he can put you at different roles at different times. And to be maybe my menfa. I mean, when the position be a background.
Yeah.
But you see the person performing there. And so it's a very good thing, sir. Say, be or your first degree, now your master's be a I will advise sometimes what the to be a wow, a bionum demons, the member be out as a kind of mabia. Adibia can be ano, Utiminia whom be a dear thing.
That's right.
In Bandoso. Exams are what you will be a student about Batron. You can't look at somebody's face and say, we overturn them to where he's going to fail. But see, we na resource back. Na me pulling resource namusha. I get happy. But I don't quite cotton chen na some we see more graduates. Na unya message from the school say attend the graduation because you are likely to receive awards. Unfortunately, woman can't want to answer me. I really wanted to know the number before I get there. But yeah. Omanka.
Okay.
You could do one. And I'm say one more day and a year boss with my scanning ammonia. Program.
QR code.
Good. Indeed. And no one I'm going to say seminar 2 awards. And I'm saying nothing over the to the end to me.
Wow.
I'm picking 2 awards in international human rights 1 and then international security and defense and also account.
Wow.
So and I'm going to say thank you. The time factor.
Yeah.
And since I would miss I concern and I just I am not so pushing the dog not here. President assignment them was me beer as I was submit here pass away.
We Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now we now the following 2 weeks, 1 week then to the second week, now we'll try exams and then my actual now to we know where we no one started another model. Saturday, very intensive. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, we need to me.
No, send the makers of Abeno.
Congratulations, Lloyd. Congratulations. And yeah, Mpensenpensenmu and Shasi, Abida for at Tanasi, Ediatina Emma, and Mary's gripe, make sure caring mother's choice. And Koma, at that so in fact, men can say, honorable could you tell Black one, Aquafa, it's answer me about National Ambulance Service, and Sika. Yetua Diama Service Ghana Auto Group Limited. In fact, already you're making an initial amount of $10 million out of the $34.9 million. Na enoho nsem na akọ fadia aba. And then again this morning I was looking at the Auditor General's report on fleet management of the National Ambulance Service. Ya emuno and somewhere woman how we are even managing our ambulances. Now Honorable Ablakwa is threatening to go. In fact, wako OSP cry wa petition a special prosecutor. Now this is the issue, Doc. Because now we want to understand how even the basis on which this company was selected, Meche Service Ghana Auto Group Limited, and so far. Any issues are Honorable Okudeta Blakwa raising? Yes, I'm fruitful.
Me da say menua me say anope de ebechia Ghana for ne wetiefu nyina omomutie Adom FM me say ye dinchia kase ma omo pass de bi omutie ye you na me say asem na wabisa na me say asemi no Honorable Okudeta Blakwa asem me say the first time I me hu asem I think say or make a Facebook post be on the wall. So na and the cray woman say me need details ne pa ye and na me nyanya any documentation be to that effect. But I me say the year fan say because or honorable member of parliament you know ye fan say oh ebia to me in the atron tin sem no kano sa ena etie nti kakra me de meka wo ho ne say enime ya no enukure bia ewomu ne sene assembly bia no emi say ohye no eda the Ministry of Finance so say omode clarity ebe bre Ghana for. I think say Ghanaians deserve that. You can run away from that because Ghana for any two etuaba ye. So we are just stewards and ye accountable to the Ghanaian. Inti se assembly koba emframa mu se ya media de me kakra me meka e was asemo no se e was say enimanu ya no the Ministry of Finance and the appropriate agencies National Ambulance Ministry of Health so come e was say enimanu ya no media this is a call I am making to them. Say I was so much to be the enchechemu bia e wa asem no nyina den eba enu ade krontia omutumi say I am passe me de men kan say I am pa but because say na maka no menyanya the evidence no from the ministries to confirm but honorable no na fan say wa beka asem no na senia asem no etie no also omutu enchechemu because we ka ambulance service enam senia we asena kodu no ambulance ababe an essential service. You can't live without it. In fact, say ambulance to me a delay 1 minute and answer 30 seconds and answer 2 minutes. Because of that time factor, and to be be a renenkwa. Ebi anasa any pano ni pair or non so eba bejina so na Ghana or bibi abwa o my Ghana. The ambulance an integral part of our livelihood says ya untumi enko enyano enuntina Nana Akufo-Addo ne Dr. Mahmoud Bahoumi Aban before crans and to aba mo man mo ko entoa ebo entoa no mo de to Ghana fo nim say moto abamaya ye be implemented the fan say 1 district 1 ambulance me say nyame ya do mo win in 2016 and 2017 mo buy na me say by the close of mo first term no de na the 307 ambulance if I'm right with the number na atumi ababedru in this dia minia enya adia ehunhia Ghana for pa Ghana for nyintum so abeye an essential part of our health system and can mean sure say Ghana for ebegina so no matter aba ama MPP aban mianso megina MPP aban anemu. In this ambulance asemu ya ye kindness ene bibia ba betodwa se ambulance no ye se ho spare parts na spare parts de to send ye nyina ye wakasi and na se wo mfidie no part of the operational cost of any automobile so car edru be a tie besesa obeto oil. It is what we call the operationalization of ambulance no but let me say the emema asemi honorable Kujo to try me say Ghana for be brain me say to send also be some question no the entity na ewomu no ekwan ye fa so eyi womo and na afi so bia the next most important thing the amount of money involved. Made me free say eho and issue no, but what I say Oforiata was living and I say whatever no, as far as he still has that constitutional powers to execute his mandate. And they say I idea na at that moment and say here say it was so solve problem there and he did the right thing. But however, notwithstanding and I make say in terms of the selection to send a web this is not something politics. We need to know how was that firm selected, on what basis, what was the criteria, how many firms were made the bids. So more person more supply and based on what criteria and then select or more. If you say I know that say me call briefing bina the honorable minister with the main champ for me honorable minister for works and housing honorable lawyer Kojo Ponkruma and okasa yes Saglema. Say unim some they have started revamping Saglema. Now briefing on what say look no momo de ane de omo ye ne so they opened the beds so be amfa na bed mra and they took each and everyone to the site to go and do an assessment omo wie ye no and omo base na else omo nya eye companies be say edu 10 and omo submitting omo wie no omo be a base no nyina in front of cameras, in front of journalists for people to know they or presented the best bid and they selected it there and then say any company A, company B and omo proposal better into omo the answer in front of the cameras into the amomo and it's a own tiasia and no dey aye don't does the opposite or yenekwaye this is what Ghanaians expect of us. In fact, one of the things that come in look, this is what Ghanaians expect of us, and this is where governance pay me but honorable Kojo Ponkruma Abasba. So this is what me as a Ghanaian and every other Ghanaian also expect from the health ministry, also expect from the Ministry of Finance to do for us.
Okay, that's it. Dr. Frank Bano and yete Nenkano. Lawyer. I'm Broadway.
That's it. Me story I don't know, correct me. I say run it and I said before right?
In fact run honorable making Facebook post no.
Okay, and nobody me who can Facebook and social media.
But before answer na make post no na was send a signal say when who be say in the coming days or the babe tuja.
Yeah, so na unfortunately na me nya da jin kan and man details. Into details, but now pay me because me by time I mean I got to town a bit earlier.
Okay.
Just be able to have time, read, and then listen to some interviews that you are also going to conduct. So I listened to all the interviews. I wouldn't want and I was able to deduce certain things from it. Now, the contract sum, $34.9 million awarded to Service Ghana Auto Group Limited.
Yeah.
Okay. Anna, got parts and as a spare parts for the 307 ambulances. And I work Ghana. Was 16 of them are not functional because accidents. In the interview, but 307 on the presumption that all the 307 are active and they are all working. This money or this contract was supposed to buy spare parts for each and every one of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's correct.
The ambulance has been in existence for only 5 years now. 10 years. The ambulance has been in existence in this country for only 5 years. And maybe kind of could be actual. My talk has been. CJ. Auto brand new car in your first 5 years won't change any serious purpose. Idea will change a simple servicing. I.e. changing your oil and then your oil filters.
Yeah, your car tires.
Now tires and the depends.
Yeah. Yeah, you're telling how there you need to do
but
that.
Key proper spare parts, engine parts be na be there.
Shock absorbers, steering rack, and a ball joint, and a no.
Except where the car gets or has gotten crashed. So crash there, and you're not. Ube here serious front or engine parts be dependent as be a headlights and man beside ube here. But the BMTNA between 2003 and 2005, CJ, I was at the Ghana Post and Authority. The Sabrina anime more important for the Port and Abossano. na me hu aban cars ayakra bapa because aban cars aban akra dem ma state institutions prisons police name them but the na me hu nie cars ni nyina ba beduru a each one we be mu no na a box of spare parts esim tinie
me too
we be mu no na a box of spare parts esim
which includes spare parts no then
and you may want me sometimes
okay
but minimum say come no bia o to ba bia no and nay grand sign and nay and sign na me the one example kira okeke it the person ma what say say ka ya kan was ambulance ya kan was
yes
when it came it didn't come just empty as in say just an ambulance with its ambulance parts and as ambulance accessories no but you would definitely find some other spare parts in addition this car BM kamba and my two minutes we see say Mr. Kani enyam mfie num na enko pem ye and be because you been to no you don't change major parts. The car is still strong and active. Because a brand new car at all. If you home use car crampono, home use car cran. So we using the year in your first 5 years, won't change major part be. How much more brand new? The identity all year, servicing. Every 5,000 miles be area, as well servicing. Every 5,000 miles be area, as well servicing. The woman. So now, at the end of the see here. Spare parts worth $113,000 for every ambulance. At the end, yeah. Ambulance here of Fantakwa South one then Okan Queen of the will be a day and no beer back be here $113,000 worth of spare parts. I get it. You be changing the entire car in Nana. I'm an iron for Frana. And I say a bandy. You see, some of the penny and my friend, you know what's your first house. You miss how? Do you know what is worth $100,000? More than times and that's 50 years and 16 years on my body. Multiply it. And look at how much money we are talking about here. And now you did contract no be. Now as recent become something on can say. You say Auditor General report me buy Kofi dia mame. Ma hweka kra bi na metumi hwe na note ni yo ma making here. Company na ya mom you can bomb with you know. They are known per the audit service report they are known to be inflating their prices and invoices. What I say? As it say at the end of the money be 1 cedi or no team bon team can buy 5 cedis at the moment. Inflating as no. And we are happy to deal with such people. ABM was it they use our ambulance to carry it woman that this video be now ambulance in your cement be no
yeah
now one
so later about the press release by say some particular ambulance na enka fleet enka fleet no
na ambulance na me didn't nego say ambulance
a form no say the black man is born bad say
yeah was it yeah see was it
lawyer
the company i.e. servicing company no
yeah Service Ghana Auto Group
yes we your man contract no no me adwuma na company ni registered with registered. So on what grounds was the company known to be a company? Because you are known to be a company when you are registered and you have been issuing an incorporation certificate alongside of the commencement certificate.
Okay, so Service Ghana was incorporated on the 24th of April 2020.
And when was the contract given to them?
And the ambulances were commissioned on the 28th January. Okay.
No, when was the contract given to them for them to be working with servicing cars? And near months, oh, I mean, so this is that session. Time, baby.
Actually, I'm not telling you. Lawyer. My time, you know, me see for me every time.
They are not made president in my mouth. the company wasn't registered as at the time I am on the contract. No, you're registered. One register after the award of the contract. So how were they assessed? How were they selected?
On what basis?
Because who pick a company be and my ordinary corporation certificate in about
that information we feel.
audit report in Munza
Okay.
Ebiam
Doc, I'll report no.
No, for the man.
I'll share it
for
with
the
you.
man.
I'll share the report with you. Right.
So now, CJ, before say oba san yes I didn't be so be kwaji contract be this o senate na ejiare e kwaje wo tax clearance and demand clearance nyina de ba. So obviously this company didn't produce any of those things. So on what grounds did they award that contract to them? And now where they me the opinion preaching onia wadaroma argument na I na pay there me tell us am see where the me where as ade or the front body do at to force in court na so akọ sign letters of credit for the boss offer letter na boss signed for as it tells letter even those me say na also but nipa was signing ankasa no the finance minister. So I'm signing for him. See, and they actually a boss. But when you are said the what 10 million, no, the what 10 million, no, $10 million. I'm not obino. My yen no come on, no yen couldn't come on shut the balance na
24 million, yeah.
Onia, when quad, me was some pa, Mr. Woodye, be a miniano. Where dear, Uncle you. The money is gone, $10 million. Okay, now back to 10 million. CJ. At the end, Nieman, you have to free $10 million since it was paid to them. CJ. At the end, the company need the abba. Worth $10 million now. Magiano, because that money was paid to them from what I read. It was even my birthday, 23rd February. 23rd February. Anna, you three says $10 million now. So now, having received that money for about 5 months now, so what are they now from America, Canada, 1 month maximum. Now bedru. You abosumi ni munye no. A DN spare pass number every company in some army eduma. Ebiem a ban sign the company no any my phone was sign call Ghana Health Service one ambulance for nine. I go from one my first and beduma. Robbing Peter to people. You see the diabedro ni. Right? So we be our dream Ghana ho. We share by a friend MPP abanya Johnny Womo. If we say the kind of evil that is happening under this government, won't tell you.
Lawyers for money.
Me see. An ambulance, brand new ambulance can be bought 70,000 USD, 80,000 USD, depending on the kind of the brand of the car and everything. Water. CJ. But yet the 113 and yet today aqua spare pass. Young ambulance. Kuna kwa chakisa ambulance na mwana mtoe no bakuya mtoe say CJ. Mun check my ambulance na kasa na aban kotoe no to baku bia say. 307 no to baku bia say. And yakota spare pass worth $113 million for each ambulance. And we are happy to say, oh, finance minister not 10 million there. But I don't the mom worry about the 10 million na triano. No, let's be worried about balance. Now I can say, yeah, say really? But if as to force the standing trial today, then Kenefrata is just marking time to fall in. CJ, I'm telling you. So if at to force the standing trial for having signed a letter, then Ken is marking time to fall into trial. Oh my God.
CJ.
Dr. Bano.
CJ, I somehow remember Mekano very carefully. And when they shot program, I see your ball, your lawyer, what you do, or Bonaho Bang, or Conanian. Professor to doctor, also research na say what born who been where you do na other years celebrate Ghanaians why aje me peda me celebrate MME PPP chairman but peda me celebrate Okujato Ablakwa other me celebrate na pay because say you Ghanaian na say aja na ye nyama Obo as a nation, or they are Boabado. Look, Onona manhole asemia or friend a cathedral. Or the betu dry ma or so far or the body or a dine being my memory being. Now all of these things, what the betu dry ma you nyama or kodo. On them yama do ma eminent men of God are now over board you doing. Were resigning. When nyama or kodo katasina prayer nyama or koda won't to mean stomach any longer. Or yeah, okujeto and or the bay. On our and saying was Okoton, Senate hotels. Udzienim, only D fighting. Then you might ultimately D fighting. You see, and yet, Sabe, on the Yansan quitting or the year fighting. In Crawford beer or your time. I was when your documents. What the brain, the ocean. And see, it's not just the fighter now or fighting, no. Or yeah, resistance from the people. What can they demand the yempe? What finishing no with better documents and particulars. No one I could read it on the Facebook there. What's a release this ambulance matter? Now the ambulance matter, the reason why I critical near there. Yenya, I sent to be an answer issue. There is Yenya crow at 2 force and 1/4. His freedom and everything, is on the line. In relation to ambulance-related saga, lo and behold, Minia, Finance Minister Ofi Office, the Minister for Health Ofi Office, and I were back together, allegedly, to collude. There, this deal. Unya more private sector. Nancy and the ambulance 5. Now, each of the ambulance, you charge about $59,000 for a fully fitted ambulance, defibrillators, inverters, setup, BBR brand new vehicle. $59,000.
Brand because
Toyota Hayes and Hyundai.
Okay.
These two vehicles.
133, right?
Yes.
133.
We are 133.
Yeah, 133.
So 133. Why then will you use 113 to go and buy papers for one?
Messi says, yeah, I can take you to the ambulance. And it's a issue. There's spare parts and quoting for each ambulance. Yeah, over $100,000. Now, Ashram away chia. Yeah, finance minister. Contractors won't cheer or cow. I die a year, won't treat you or cow. Easy if for me each year and send if your office. This finance minister has been linked to also taking facilities for Ghana on Ankasane companies has benefited. Name in American members of parliament who could have documents our shame and our work. And it's a issue there. The moving or what can offerata no. On the worldly this disgraceful activity, the act. Now say original court says here fighting for their life in a similar
ambulance issue. Yeah.
On I say okuje to abakwa no. Me a PPP. Mama bompire man every day. There nyama order to dry all strip on nyama bare naked. And when there any right thinking person be with the magic. That's a thing. Any MPP communicator, what kind of magic? They will be surprised, they will be shocked. What further details because the initial information, or you're so damning there. So what dream one task Because as a Ghanaian, you can't understand. The man didn't even tell you. Why when you were leaving office? Why when you were leaving office? The two of you were leaving office. And they were pushing this agenda through. Looking at the circumstances, you facticities nifio. You company no nyama na ifio. But look at say the Nkofubi wa orchestrate wa mastermind. Ibibia emi na wo ni etuakawo. Say our taxes are what they mayan as Ghanaians to cover some of this stuff. And we have companies are collapsing. Individuals don't know where to pass. And a Ghana for yes, yeah, magicians. And in Yama also, there's a breakdown in societal order. Moframa, Yama worry here to survive. Onye easy. Our young ladies are turning to there was a hookup girls. And this is here prostitution has become the order of the day. To survive in these very difficult times. No, basically, no father is wicked. Me better make so father you wicked. But the man must pay for these things already. Yeah, but burning in our MPP will go. Yaminadum. The end of this year, MPP will go. The new party that is coming. These things, no one. Also, they come as special prosecutor. I hope we don't bring Yakukudru.
Right?
Yeah, yesterday.
I hope that the SVO will bring Yakukudru. No, we're too much so case in him. Because Onankasa was dying. Onankasa will deal with him left and right. On your budget and find here, what's arrogant. Onankasa will shine a karat where you nephew and say, also may send a message when these things come to you. Next say you don't act on it. Next say yes, Ghanaians, who they ye bibia. Exna be to me support you. Yeah, to me support. We can't speak for you. Other your action, other me because this is clear. If for nothing, cry the fact that Wolfie office now all hurriedly putting this thing to a company only any history, a company or use the ambulance service people themselves to do the work. No, Bobibia should be underground. This is criminal. This is not a company that can do the work. What me should company crying trace it to the people. Where it goes. Because say I know manhole asem could you to that? Snake asemi okay and crofo yeah. Look at the entire unions of Ghana stood up and went with their tails between their legs. You see, the Ghanaians are more conscious. The more the information comes out, Ghanaians are more and more conscious. What's the most or Kenya and other places until they are ready to die. Ghanaians are ready to die for the truth. And they are ready to die and take anybody on. And I am saying that it is about time. Look, Kenofurata should bow his head in shame.
Okay.
Should bow his head in shame. You have been caught red-handed. Okudetone expose or a serious indictment on you and your character. No wonder an entire parliament stood against you to get rid of you. Because who tendency, who wicked ways, is becoming too evident. Too evident. And greed will be your downfall. Greed will be your downfall at the expense of the Ghanaian. This is not greed that in private sector you're working to make profits type of greed. This is greed from the public sector in making sure that you siphon money from Eminau, Yesika, Atua Yetuama or buying there on Shadow. You are profiting from that.
Okay.
That is very. It appears you are profiting.
All right.
That is very, 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 very serious matter that we must deal with.
Chairman Medase. Adom 106.3 FM. This one says, lawyer is telling the truth. And we say, CJ, good morning. Please greet Dr. Bano for me. I like his submission. I think it's high time we set up an independent body to investigate this matter.
How many more independent bodies?
Because we are getting tired of these scandals. Okay. I'll say Dr. Bano Chianepa. And we say, CJ, good morning. So the MPP government to make us 419 on ambulance buying. I'm sure black men are cursed. No. Black men cannot be cursed. Doc, Dr. Bano.
Yeah.
My member hope you. There are other issues, but time. There are other issues. Yesterday, the walking out of the Seshi Ariasu Member of Parliament by the Speaker. And then IEA's response to NDC's allegation of favoring MPP in presidential debate plans. And also, NAT, Ghana National Association of Teachers, almost also how many deputy education minister could share and also any of these ones you can pick nothing no
you me that say let me say to Sania say and some very interesting, especially let me say parliament the end day because I know them say a procedural matter
I mean, what was the speaker talking about? Because video knows that idea na speaker can want some papa respond ya basa no. Idea mpa no can want some.
It was about Supreme Court the dominations what happened.
Okay.
Speaker said
those two people no.
Yeah. Part of the letter no. They say that it should bring to finality the matter on appointments. So the speaker started to say that, so what is that finality? What is the number? Is it 10? Is it 15? Is it 30? Is it 40? That parliamentarians, those who are going to sit and deliberate, should also take that into cognizance.
Okay.
As part of the broader discussion on the matter.
Because yes, it's true.
Oh, no.
Let me see now.
MP
and you might say it doesn't even go to the committee level and sign about house.
Yeah, so the speaker would rather refer to the committee.
Yes, exactly.
So what he was doing was he was giving them
the committee
part of the that they should deliberate.
The terms of reference
when they get into their committee. And then the MP said that the statement of the speaker is
prejudicial.
Okay, I get it now.
And that was when he also blew up.
That's right.
Yeah. So for me, I mean, for me, because a procedural matter in Parliament. So. Me come bebre, but I mean, issue I may say me can be kakra ye aye ne me say not for the me say a presidential debate in one some me say the abebe assembly broja na me hu ni say I no I mean is an independent body, it's a non-aligned state institution body getting names over the years no organize debate bebre. There has been instances where both candidates, I mean the NPP and the NDC candidates show up. There's also been instances one of them don't show up. In all this, and I think in our history, in our body politics, who be paying. Intimidate kakra me make on say candidate be free so on your debate. I don't even see the back and forth in all these things. And I'm boy. You just don't show up. I mean, you are not binded by any rule or law to show up for a debate. And a lawyer, my boy. No law in Ghana binds anyone to show up for a debate. However, it deepens our democracy. That is the only reason why in Tia the president of the United States Joe Biden, irrespective of the conditions he found himself, he still thought or so could debate Donald Trump. Because of that will help deepen the American democracy. Inti send ye build ye democracy ko animono. Emi say yes the muedi no muniko but ebia no maybe see that they be empese be ko ehu biem. Enu nti na ebia ayi for so when all and I think the debate no cry between NPP and NDC presidential candidates one ameboa. Say PPP for some candidate be show up in that debate if he or she accepts the challenge. I'm saying she or she because the last time I'm a presidential candidate here, she.
Yeah.
But my name said this time on one, I'm sad and bad there. And I'm my, you know. My enemy.
Confirmed soon.
Eh, na ya kabe ya 5 fans ya kwa by any presidential candidate PPP.
Wow, what is this?
Baby, your presidential candidate here in last year, when you this year. You're running mate.
We are all in different timetable.
Are you? And Martin. Uncle, me that's it. And PPP for the Omode Beba. CPP minim almost be minim some your candidate PNC almost some ya nkran for my two party
movement for change.
Yes, movement for change so beba and between I don't know how I say MPP and NDC pedabi but then the NTM say attention I could just say those are the two major political parties in Ghana. Nti say akwa bibi to say presidential debate there na then obia ni hwe ni mu say sa two leading parties you know more candidates ebe show up in the election. But notwithstanding all these things, you know, the reason why there should be a banter between any political party and IE. Because like I said, law being where just so compulsory, I was say we show up in a presidential debate. You can choose to show up, you can choose not to show up. At the end of the day, you know, whoever shows up and whatever that will transpire, you know, Ghana for Mobile can make their own conclusions and judgment of what transpires then. To me, I don't see the reason why there should be a response back and forth between NDC and I'm sure as a standard is between the National Democratic Congress and IE. And IE forces are rebatali by Ananya Sana simulated. To me want to say Enya we should even be having a conversation on it. Okay. Now the last time teachers for the and say sorry, nature said I think was it 2021. Yeah. And I ran up education minister no to choose her scheme.
Yeah.
Now some of the teachers need be a benefited. Now a bimon so me can report and say close to about
education minister.
Fetch me.
I think before.
I think before, before Babek. Yes. Yeah. And we initiate and son of Babek. And teacher phone be enya laptops ni bi in fact can report can not for secretary na nkasa ne report na make enye the government there ono ase teacher phone be bebre na nya ebi nso akam no almost be 50,000 nationwide no enya omo there 15 was it 50,000? I mean the number next to me do say the number of teachers.
Yeah, 50,000.
Say who here. Me the name say na teacher for Ghana do so pa o. I be manya bia yes kakra kam mpo 50,000. I say teacher for Ghana me nim say bia ade no kwa koduru bia primary level there me nim senior scheme with it. But to your can number na say a teacher ni bia that level ni ma na sa laptop no ntino sa number no but we've no yenya confirmation free the ministry any education for no and confirm me number na say number na 50 and I say but even class say nipa 2 kra once a scheme aba they are entitled to benefit there say nipa 2 pemponye 50 na 2 kra e wo say nipa na ye dem mo ntimi de me kan wa ha ne say education ministry any the ministry what do you call it? GS. Any many ya no. Ade bi also mo ye na sa nipa koi omo sanka omo laptop no. E also omo nye no omo sanka na etu nkoto baby eda.
Me that's it. Chairman. Mamra ho na yin wo lawyer on the side. Chairman.
Yes, me that's it.
Your pick. Yeah, sorry.
3 topics. Is that not the case?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take the laptop situation. Oh yeah, you see, we have missed the boat. One teacher, one laptop.
Yeah.
Should the emphasis not be the education facility, that the school is the one who will get these items, so that we can facilitate the school to be in compliance with modern day trends? You see, why are this thing?
But you can't do that without thinking. I mean, factoring the teacher who is.
But the tool, will be used by the teacher in the school. The two.
Yes.
The
laptop. Yes.
This one, the teachers are
The-
the ones paying for it.
Yes.
You know, we understand.
Yes,
They are
but
deducting from
from
source.
source, yeah.
They are deducting from source. That's what they do.
in the deduction, no, make the policy itself, it's not a correct policy. Do you know why they focus on the teacher? Because they are thinking of elections. That what in the my teacher be a laptop, they will vote for them. It's an electioning mindset. It is not a proper education system mindset. Because now, have you thought about schools, the laptops you're giving to the teachers, the access to data? The access to data. Do you know the cost of data? Can the teachers' salaries afford them to be compliant with everyday use of the laptop in relation to data? What have you done in relation to data? You hold the machine, but for the machine to be able to be good to you for as a research tool, you must have access to data. And you are giving machines to people thinking of that you give them machine to vote for you. And that's why you have a problem in the implementation. Because in dream that how do I institutionalize and equip school facilities to be able to have all the basic amenities? There are schools without electricity. You are giving a laptop to a teacher in a facility without electricity. Do you see how we are not correct? Do you see how we are not thinking? So putting together an educational system that functions in a way that the students can get benefit from it. Yes, you give the teacher a laptop. But how much do you pay the teacher that will afford him the ability to pay, let's say, 300-400 CDs a month to have a plan, a data plan that he'll be able to use to access and download material to be able to teach the students, update himself and update his peoples. We are not thinking about that too. So whenever you have a government that is always prone that he is in an election mode from day one, he is not in a developmental mode in creating an educational system that allows for every student to even have electricity, to have modern. We still have KVIPs.
Yeah.
We don't have modern flushing facilities because you don't care about the people. You don't care about education. But you think that if you isolate the teacher and put him in a box and give him a laptop, by giving him a laptop, he should be grateful enough that he will go wako twaba damo. This is warped sense of thinking. This is a backward view on our education policy.
Okay.
And that is why now you can't fulfill your promise. And some are catching on the into me yet. Then I got now that down. That is why they work out on you. That's why I won't pay the way to some work on, because you have been inconsistent. You have been insincere. Azina edebe no enyitma demma Ghana for the but it debate as an election policy to be able to win people. That is not what is going to win people.
All right.
Because the teacher lives in a community that he is suffering. He lives in a community without running water.
Chairman.
He lives in a community without light. And this policy can never work.
Misplaced priority.
Misplaced. And because you have not looked at the educational sector as a whole to solve our problem.
But that's it, Chairman. Lawyer, you're sorry. You're sorry.
Na anapana mitie we na so o fa ambulance na ye ba se ba use ga.
Oh, metia.
Edio. Oh my boy. Unu so kind of meeting na quickly I went to the Ghana Ambulance Service their website just to read about their mandate. Their vision, mission, whatever. And I'm trying some comparisons be what I mean the Western countries in America say. Then oh. Obi yare no afra ambulance and ntina ye the ambulance na besi wo no. O se the offer now to be fight ba kono kwa yare sabia na wo gine ska.
Metia. I think I paid 400 cedis.
As what?
Yeah.
Oyare.
Debbie. Me na me boa obi. Me show you so an abofra bi on the Kufuri Government Hospital. Until I had to drive to Kufuri Government Hospital to facilitate. Na transfer na dem back Olebu. Until transfer no, ya didn't buy
From Kufuri to Accra.
Yeah. You could do hono mujira ho mo twen me.
No, almost the patient in a baby.
Yeah.
But almost also between 400. And almost 400 is for what?
Na me the way na maso is cry me dwan abofra no ho no.
Me tell say but no say at least to me me hu.
And they didn't know who I am.
Exactly. No say ka obisa hu ne hu. Ana me boa me nua. We need to know some of these things because social issues are yeah and I'm say we have to depoliticize social issues.
Absolutely.
And you CJ. But anyway, teacher for us and yanka I think sir Bible mposi odwumani osafata nakatua ni mu na wakwate sika ni bisa okoto laptop abre no ntide na ba ya sabi ukutandua na sabi wanya ntwa na ntuma zo aka wazam vie sije ndiye ne siye sa wate ni sika okoto laptop abre no obviously uma one contract to a company say koto ebia 1 million laptops bre me configure it to this standard or whatever. Now we are better money by ABCD. In today, I see a be. You see, I honorable you do me MP at some point because of constituency. Me graduation want to buy. He seems to be doing well in some part, but Omana needs to quite the babia is into because this is a no. It's a no. So when your papa you be now you know what in sika na so kota dia bre no. Say aban no ade sika kota buy different. Where the adwuma ni momo no sika no what say wo de koto bibi dia bre no. And say what fan sika dia you must give them the machine that you promised them. So machine in ma then give them their money back. But it doesn't make sense so what fan sika for some years. And they are begging to get what they have bought. I mean, it doesn't make sense, CJ. They don't have to beg.
All right.
What, you're not doing them a favor.
Okay.
So, Abani making sure, say, what, just about 10 minutes to full time. And nothing that you have pending. Clear it before the time is up.
Let's remember that say. Adom 106.3 FM Lawyer Chumberima is a member of the National Communications Team for the NDC. Dr. Frank Bano. Chairman Nana for you. His
Excellency John Dramani.
Yeah,